Right, sir? You cool with SmartAssPodCast as a title?
That's fine.
Alright. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the third episode of the SmartAssPodCast. I'm your host, Chris, and this is my co-host,
Eli, also known as Wookie Wang.
Wookie Wang. So, thank you for sticking with us. 3 episodes. That's a milestone for us.
Yeah, third episode. That's big.
It's not much, but we're climbing that hill.
Exactly.
Climbing
One step
that,
at a time.
Yep, climbing that hill, climbing the mountain.
Yep.
Going spelunking.
Spelunking.
Speaking of spelunking, I had a really weird dream the other night.
You want to tell the...
I do.
Tell
because
the internet?
Yeah, because they can hear how crazy I am. You already know. So, out of nowhere, I had this weird dream that you were walking your dog. It's a little dog. It's not much of a dog. But he's walking the dog. You lose the dog. Dog runs away. You catch up with it. And you find this old, cavern.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, fuck, I got to tell this idiot about it. So you come and get me. And we go looking through this cave. And I don't know what the hell happened, but the next part of the dream, we just ended up crawling through another hole, ended up at some apartment complex with a big pool party. I don't know.
It's quite the turn of events.
Yeah, my brain works weird. But
sorry if this hurts anyone's feelings, but I don't know if I would go in that cave after that dog.
It's a small dog.
That's a small dog.
I got big dogs.
Yeah. Anyway,
how should we start today?
WandaVision.
WandaVision.
The 4th episode.
They're one ahead of us.
Yep.
Bastards.
Yep.
We're gonna catch you, Wanda.
Yes, we are.
So, just before we get into it, spoiler alerts. You know the drill.
Yep.
Hopefully by now you do.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, well.
I know it just came out today, but you'll be seeing this video for what?
Like a week or two?
Yeah, so you'll be fine by the time you see this.
Well, a week or two from the last episode.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
We're a little behind, but it's
yeah,
fine.
It's fine.
We're getting there. Anyway,
yes.
Spoilers. WandaVision. Episode 4. All hell breaks loose.
Yes, literally. Jimmy Woo, the return.
Jimmy Woo, the return of Randall Park as Jimmy Woo.
You want to speak on a TV show that you have seen previously?
Fresh off the boat, ABCs. I forget what days come on, but Ray Wise was in it too.
I think there was, 5 or 6 seasons about?
Yeah, no, that show went on for a while.
For a little while.
It was a good
Never
sitcom.
seen it, but
it's pretty funny.
It's a pretty funny guy.
Family moves to Florida. They open the steak restaurant. They live next to Ray Wise. The guy that the guy from Swamp Thing and RoboCop.
Swamp Thing.
the old school Swamp
Thing. That's even better.
That's good.
RoboCop.
Oh, but speaking of returning characters, we also get Kat Denning back.
Yes, Kat Denning
as Dr. Darcy Lewis from Thor.
The original Thor, Thor 2, and then she disappeared for a little while, but now she's back.
Yeah.
The MCU usually does that. They like to use every little part in their universe.
I'll give them that. They definitely bring back minor characters.
Yeah.
I like that though.
Yeah.
Plus, give people work. The actors need it.
Yeah, I love that they connect everything like that.
Yeah, and I love that lipstick she wears too. Wow.
Makes the story a lot more interesting.
She should have been the Nerd Chris of the week. Oh
well. Well,
maybe
we'll get to that. We'll get to that later on.
Eventually.
Later on.
But yeah, we get all this new information. We get
Sword. We see the headquarters. We see that they've been watching Wanda this whole time.
Yeah, and we find out that the whole neighbor shtick, that was, what's her name from Rambo from Captain Marvel, the pilot's daughter.
And we find out in this episode that the pilot has passed away. And she was also, it seems like they were indicating, an agent of SWORD.
Yeah, the counterpart to S.H.I.E.L.D., as if we didn't remember.
Yes.
And so she disappeared, and she didn't die. She wasn't a blip when Thanos, snapped. She disappeared to this other realm or dimension, it seems like.
Some type of reality Wanda's controlling or creating, something of that sort.
I already said spoilers.
Yes, sorry,
ladies. It's definitely... It's definitely something she's controlling. You had that. You pegged it immediately. Like he's like, oh no, Wanda's controlling it. I'm like, huh. And like all the weird voices on the radio and stuff like that. That was our reality trying to call into the TV show and
to try to snap her out of it or whatnot.
And
Jimmy Woo. That was Jimmy Woo.
That was Jimmy Woo on the radio.
Spoilers once again.
And I do like the use like "Help Me, Rhonda" by the Beach Boys, and like because Rhonda kind of rhymes, so like she's like, is that talking to me or is it the fucking song?
And I like whenever like an event or something in the story that Wanda doesn't want them to see, it cuts to commercial or it's the credits at the end of the show.
Yep, or she rewinds it or something.
She's just controlling everything in her reality, going from what, the 50s to I think the 80s, I believe.
I think it's gonna start in the 80s,
70s, 80s.
Yeah.
But pretty good. This episode revealed a lot, and I'm intrigued now. This episode got me hooked.
The first 3 episodes now make a hell of a lot more sense.
Yes, this will fill you in.
Yeah, that we get like
definitely.
You get like our Earth's like answers, like that everything that's going on.
Again, spoilers. We even get a little snapshot of a Wanda seeing Vision dead, ghostly.
That's right. Yeah.
At the end, so she's slowly losing her mind. It seems like so maybe. That will lead to her becoming some type of villain or something in the Doctor Strange movie.
We'll see about that. I cannot wait for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness.
Sam Raimi is gonna fucking blow us out of the water. I can already tell. And I hope he gives Bruce Campbell like at least a bit part. You know I love Bruce Campbell.
Who's Bruce Campbell?
Ash, Evil Dead, chainsaw hand, prominent chin. Nah,
I've already seen the new Evil Dead.
Don't worry, I'm gonna fix that.
I've seen the one with the skeletons chasing
Army of Darkness,
yes, there we go.
a.k.a. the Medieval Dead. God, those are classic movies. Anyway, I'd staying on Disney Plus. The announcement about Star Wars.
Yeah, huge news. We don't know how true this is. Again.
Well, we heard on the grapevine.
Yes. But
and despite despising Kathleen Kennedy's interpretation of Star Wars,
from what we've seen and heard, seems like they're gonna do a little reboot of the sequel trilogy on Disney Plus.
So it seems like they're gonna focus mostly on the Force Awakens first, which makes sense.
Yes,
the first one, like the new trilogy.
From what we've seen, they're not gonna change much to the story of the Force Awakens.
Sadly.
But they're going to add significant footage that supposedly have been pre-recorded of Leia, Luke, and Han.
Before Carrie Fisher's passing.
Yes.
Yes.
Rest in peace. And even a reunion between the two, which a lot of the fans were hoping to get, and they never got to see.
That would be cool to see brother and sister side by each again. Like
Han and Luke.
Yeah, and them two hanging out, or
Chewie with them too.
Yeah. You gotta love
Chewbacca.
Yeah, you gotta love Wookiees. The Wookiees. But Chewie. Oh, we love Chewie.
But it's very exciting. It seems from what the article I seen is they're mostly going to focus on The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Major changes coming to those two movies.
That should be interesting too, because let's see if they kind of like retcon what they did with poor Luke. Because especially after what happened with The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
If they're smart, they'll kind of retcon that and like not let him go out like the way he did.
Yes. Let's not get too.
Let's not get into.
Let's not go that route.
No, let's.
It'll take up most of the show.
Exactly. Let's let sleeping dogs lie.
But from Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, they want to do 8 to 10 miniseries, and I think a 3-season series. So I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. We don't know how true that is, but it's exciting. And
I can picture Disney now. Especially now they have a streaming service and they own all these properties. They're gonna kind of like try to cash in on all the IPs they have. So it makes sense.
Disney Plus is a major investment for them.
And if you look at what they're doing with all the Marvel stuff, it makes sense they're gonna do it with Star Wars too.
Yeah, they want to expand that universe.
Makes sense.
Major money for them, and it's a great story.
And speaking of like
people love it,
unused footage and expanding on universes, HBO Max. The Schneider cut of
Dan Snyder's cut.
I cannot wait for the Schneider cut.
The only cut.
The 4-hour only cut of Justice League.
Justice League.
Another movie that needs like a little bit of retconning to like make it a lot better.
My favorite Superman ever, Mr. Henry
Cavill.
Cavill, there we go.
Henry Cavill.
I loved him in The Tudors, The Witcher.
The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah.
That's
also
right.
Toying to your Witcher.
Also toying your Witcher. Oh, dandelion. No, when's that show coming back? Because I could use a season 2 of that.
I believe next year.
All right, we'll see
believe
what
next
happens.
year, and there's also going to be a spin-off with Aquaman. The actor that, why can't I think
Oh, Jason Momoa?
Yes, he's supposed to play, I think,
All
the
right.
original Witcher.
All right, we'll see.
Or even a mentor to Geralt.
All right.
So that would be interesting.
So yeah, like the whole wolf thing. We'll see what happens with that.
Did you mention the Snyder Cut release, the 18th?
Oh no, that's right. March 18th,
March
2021.
Finally. 4 hours.
Just get HBO Max.
Yes.
One more
That's
service
okay.
we need to get.
You can watch it and cancel it.
Oh yeah, 30-day free trial.
Yeah, even better.
I'm still just a little salty that they took Sopranos off of Hulu and threw it on there when I was rewatching it.
That's not right.
It's not
You
right.
gotta buy it on DVD, my friend.
All of a sudden, I'm watching.
Have it back there.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm watching Sopranos and it went to black and it wasn't the final episode.
That's not right.
It's not right. Well, a little bit on that. I saw that his son.
Yeah, James Gandolfini's
His
son.
son Michael.
He's gonna play a younger version of Mr. Tony Soprano.
Yeah, and it's
What is
actually
it? Something of New York.
the Saints of Newark.
Saints of New
Saints
York.
of
There
Newark.
we go.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be coming out on HBO Max as
Is
well.
it a movie or a series?
I believe it's gonna be a movie.
Movie, probably like
But
a 2-hour movie.
It's crazy how much he looks like his father.
I'm sure
too.
it'll be great. I'm sure his uncle will be in it. His
Oh,
dad.
Uncle Junior.
Yeah.
And all that. His dad.
His
Yep.
father. Be interesting seeing a younger Tony.
It will be. And he looks just like his father, like
Yeah, he
longer
does.
hair. So it's
It'll
good.
work.
James Gandolfini, another one, rest in peace.
Yeah, it'll work.
But yeah, it should work. And then after that, what else happened this week?
Reddit.
Oh, Reddit.
Oh, Reddit game stuff.
My favorite bunch of degenerates.
You want to talk about? This is the Reddit man right here. I just started, so I'm more of a Quora guy.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Alright.
I'm more of a. I like diving into that cesspool and getting random memes and stupid shit off of Reddit.
But go ahead. What did you want to?
Stock markets. They destroyed the Robinhood app and all, and the stock markets went nuts.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Is the company almost bankrupt?
They went after a bunch of like bankrupt companies that no one cares about except nerds.
Now, fellow
And they threw all this money into it.
New Englanders, Rhode Islanders. It even affects us here. Warwick, Rhode Island. Warwick Mall. GameStop closed.
GameStop closed. The one in East
Stocks
Greenwich
now
closed.
up the roof.
Up the roof. They're no longer bankrupt, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I got on the bottom floor of that.
Yep.
That.
What are we
and
going to do without GameStop?
Yeah, tell me about it. You know I love physical media, so I
Well,
have
they
to buy
could do
my
a few
crap.
things better. No one likes to trade in a $40 game and get 50
12
cents for it.
There
12
was
cents.
there was a meme about that. The Robinhood
That's
stock
great.
went so far
Yeah.
up, but they'll trade it in for like $2.
$2, yeah.
Oh,
Internet.
yeah.
The things people put on the internet.
You know, sometimes you don't want to order something on Amazon or like have a bid war on eBay.
Yeah.
You want to just go to the store, buy it, new or used, and just have it.
Mm-hmm.
Like instant gratification, especially if you're like a collector of like vintage
Yeah,
crap.
I like that. I would rather... I know some of the newer systems are going more the road of no disk drive, but
I need
I'm more
this
of a
drive.
guy that likes the game itself. I don't like the
Exactly.
old have it on the system. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
like-
something about having that. It's just meaningful to me.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I know what
like
you
it.
mean. Like, I'll do it for like old games or rare games that are
Yeah.
really expensive. Like, I don't mind putting that in the disc drive.
Yeah, it depends what the game is. If it's
Digitally.
hard to find, the pain in the ass. Yeah,
But I know what you mean. I want it on the shelf up there with like all my other collectible
Yeah.
stuff and my Blu-rays
I
and
just like
whatnot.
knowing I have it.
Yeah.
What happens when that system breaks? I don't know. Maybe you
Exactly.
forget your password to your Xbox account, then you lose all
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
Plus, I love
Like, even better, it gets hacked by someone
that would
overseas.
suck. Yeah, you don't want that at all.
No, you do not want that.
He went dark on me. I was
Yeah.
gonna mention the fact that I like having like a booklet for like old games and like looking at the art and stuff. He's talking about getting hacked. Like Jesus, like,
You never know. I do enjoy the booklets, the maps that come with it, but
100%.
people are insane.
Speaking of maps and like old games, like that completely triggered a memory of like, you know, every Grand Theft Auto always came with the fold out map.
Yep.
The new Grand Theft Auto is like getting closer and closer to having like a definite storyline, and it's supposed to be Vice City again, and flashing back and forth between the 80s
Miami,
and now.
right?
basically Miami, yeah. And also, like, the best fucking soundtrack out of all the games. Like, all the games had really good soundtracks.
That was a good one.
It was very good.
I love San Andreas.
I just hope they bring back Ray Liotta.
I love the gang wars in San Andreas, just controlling all the areas.
Those were great.
I just
and
like
that they added the jetpack and the monster truck.
Yep.
I'm stupid for monster trucks.
What was Vice City? The first one you can drive the car on water, I think.
Probably.
I think so.
I remember
the cheat code. I remember your mansion was like on the water. I
remember they were the first ones to like put in motorcycles, like fully 3D rendered motorcycles.
That was a good game.
It was really great, and the music was phenomenal. All the neon and like the vaporwave aesthetic.
I think the first one I played was the third one. I don't know much about it, but I think
it was like just silent protagonists.
It's in New York, I believe, based off New York.
Yeah, Liberty City.
Yeah.
And you kind of just like did like the one with the mafia and the yakuza, kind of like bounce back and forth.
Yes, sir.
Still a good one though.
But how about that?
Grand Theft Auto, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Grand Theft Auto. How about that Kong and Godzilla trailer? You check that out?
I watched that friggin'. I stayed up late on Saturday to watch it drop on Sunday, just so I could watch it because I'm a big kaiju fan. I love giant monsters fighting each other. Like
I love the previous two.
Yeah, it looks great.
I enjoyed them.
Exactly.
Millie Bobby Brown's back as Madison Russell.
That's right, Millie Bobby Brown.
And it seems like there's another character similar to her that's has some type of connection to Kong.
She's like a Skull Island, like a Skull Island native girl.
See if her and Millie and Madison Russell, Millie Bobby Brown, have some type of connection as well.
Yeah. See if they can get the monsters like not fight. And they're definitely giving it like Godzilla is more like a crocodilian, like lizard brain, like
big bad guy.
Bad guy in this.
It's the king of the monsters, just conquered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the
Mothra, all the Mutos,
they all bow to him at the end of the
other Titans.
last movie.
Yeah, but King Kong is king. And they're definitely playing off the fact that he's an ape, and like apes are more intelligent than like a crocodilian or like lizards in general.
Can use tools, etc.
That's the big thing. Like Godzilla has the atomic blast and all that cool stuff, but King Kong can like forge tools and like problem solve. Exactly.
Use his mind.
So that should be interesting.
Some type of huge battle axe we see that can withstand Godzilla's nuclear.
Atomic blast.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's something that like the Monarch, like the little secret organization, like gave him like some materials, or like it just happens to be like some kind of like titanium or something that can absorb it without melting or whatever.
The human race needs Kong. It seems like that's the.
It does. They're definitely pegging Godzilla as the bad guy, which like I don't mind. Like it's fine. And like King Kong won in the old one, despite the rumor that there was two different endings. It was Kong that won.
I wonder how they're gonna explain Godzilla being the villain, because I feel like he was mostly portrayed as the good guy.
Good guy the whole time, exactly.
2 movies, and now all of a sudden, it's an interesting turn. I like it. It's gonna be a good movie.
I'm wondering if they're gonna like
at least good fight scenes.
Just battle a few times, then realize like, oh, there's another monster, and they have to team up and fight that or something. Yeah. They're probably gonna do something like go goofy like that, but we'll see.
How many times is Godzilla almost gonna die though? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the last movie, they had to.
The oxygen destroyer. Let's bring him back again.
The guy sacrificed himself, setting off a nuclear bomb
to revive him. Yeah.
So.
Well, if that's the goofiest thing that happens, I can accept it, because if you like the old like '60s and like Godzilla's like that, some of them are really goofy, and I don't care. Mechagodzilla. They confirmed Mechagodzilla. Yeah, a little bit. Mechagodzilla.
Mechagodzilla. And Kong versus Godzilla?
In Kong versus Godzilla, I think they're
gonna have him just a cameo, or I didn't hear anything.
That I don't know. Like, he wasn't in the trailer, but he was confirmed with all the toys. That's how it leaked out. And like there was a couple other ones that leaked out too, like the big snake, but the big snakes were in the trailer.
What about
you see Kong fucking them up?
You see in the beginning of the trailer, Godzilla's going through some type of like mountain, destroying the city.
Yeah.
Maybe in the beginning, or even when that quick scene when he's fighting in, looks like maybe Japan, Tokyo or something.
Yeah. Probably
maybe they'll show Mechagodzilla. Maybe that will be the first thing they throw at him, and once when he easily destroys Mechagodzilla, maybe they go to Kong. Maybe they go to Skull Island.
That would make sense. It'd be a good reason to bring Mechagodzilla in, and like it does seem like they're going with we built Mechagodzilla. It's not like some aliens like the old movies.
I feel like they're gonna go that route. They built them.
It would make sense. Monarch was like trying to build that.
Yeah.
And they have to rely on Kong after it fails because they're dumbasses.
And they also have King Mothra's head. So what are they gonna do with that?
Queen Mothra.
Queen, sorry. Sorry, lady.
She's a beautiful woman.
She is a beautiful woman.
She should be the nerd.
Three-headed.
Oh, that's Ghidorah. King Ghidorah.
Ghidorah you're talking about?
King Ghidorah. I was talking about...
Mothra?
Mothra's a female.
Okay.
Ghidorah's a male.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ghidorah.
And he has 3 dumbass heads.
Three-headed dragon.
That's right. They curb stomped the shit out of him, ripped his head off.
Yes.
That's right. Well,
yes.
Blown.
Did he bite his head off? I don't know. We're gonna have to watch this movie again.
We will, but
it's okay.
There's so many kaiju that have been destroyed in my brain that it doesn't make sense anymore. I love giant monsters.
But yeah, I'm very excited for that. Kong is. I love the Peter Jackson King Kong. How did you feel about that? I mean, the beginning was a little drawn out, but once they got to Skull Island, amazing.
You can tell that he loved the old 30s Kong.
He loved it.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was definitely a little longer than it needed to be, but I didn't mind it. Also, the little toss into like his old movies in there. They had like the friggin' the rat monkey, friggin' like Dead Alive, like in the cage, like the boxes and cages at the beginning, and they're all walking to like the cargo.
What about the
shit.
natives to the island? They were pretty creepy. They did a good job with that.
Yeah, they were pretty fucking creepy.
Like cannibals or something.
Also, the T-Rex fight scene. Like, I'm glad they brought that back. And then
probably the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, and then he rebuilt...
Or the bug scene, too.
I was going to say, that was a lost scene in the 30s one.
Really?
Yeah, like, they filmed it, and it just fucking disappeared. And had really good effects for the time, all the claymation stuff, but they went missing. And, like, Peter Jackson's like, I'm going to recreate this. Like, there's definitely his favorite movie as a child.
That's awesome to know that.
I do like that he loves the properties that he makes, because, like, Lord of the Rings is great, Hobbit's great. Like, he obviously cares about the properties that he makes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he remakes or makes.
The novels behind those stories.
Exactly, and then obviously same thing. King Kong. He grew up watching
the
old movie, and then he even like a touch on the '70s one a little bit.
He respects the history of it.
That's fine with me. If you're gonna make a remake or like a reboot, like at least care about the property. Be a fan.
Probably the best Kong movie I've seen, the Peter Jackson one.
Yeah, well, Skull Island's badass too.
Yeah, it was great.
And now we're gonna see what happens with Kong versus Godzilla.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, how about your favorite segue of the week?
My favorite segment, Nerd Crush of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, he's the one that picked this time subconsciously. He didn't do it, but he mentioned something, and like it made me do it. Zooey Deschanel, Jess, New Girl. I love it. I haven't watched it in a while, and now I have to rewatch the show because he's rewatching the show.
Binging it.
He's binging it, so now I want to binge it.
It's hilarious. Can't get enough.
Those bangs, those big blue eyes. Mm-hmm. She's goofy as hell.
Yep.
That is a woman.
Nick, Smith, the
whole gang.
All of them.
I'm crushing on the whole gang.
Hilarious.
But Jess is
great
like
movie. Great TV show.
She's like the pinnacle though. She's at the top of the pyramid. I love everyone.
She is not glad.
Yeah, she is, but I love all the other roommates, but she's at the top. That's our Nerd Crush of the Week.
Top of the pyramid for
definitely the waifu of the week. Oh, I love her.
Better than Wanda.
This week, a little better than Wanda this week. Wanda was kind of mean this week.
She was mean. She was a bad girl.
She was a bit of a bad girl.
Yes.
I already said spoiler alert earlier, so get used to it. It's over with.
Get over it.
But that's our Nerd Crush of the Week. Zooey Deschanel as Jess from New Girl.
How about this day in history? The USS Missouri was built in 1944.
All right, that definitely tops the Nerd Crush of the Week.
Yes. Who was nicknamed the Mighty Moo.
Mighty Moo, that's
Mighty
true.
Moo.
Mighty Moo, that is true. Was it Moo or Mo? How is it pronounced?
It's Moo. No, it's Mo. I'm just...
Sudi does that?
I got him there, though.
It's true, but 1944, at the height of World War II, this thing launched.
Mighty Mo.
The Mighty Mo launched. And it was not only active in World War II, it was active in the Korean War, and they put it back in the service in 92 for the Gulf War.
Yep.
And this thing won, like, friggin' service
numerous
stars.
medals and all those
wars.
All those wars.
Then they retired it in, what, 92?
92, in a museum in Pearl Harbor.
In Pearl Harbor. But, speaking of Pearl Harbor, one, it was attacked in the kamikaze bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Yes, it was.
And survived. And then it was also the ship that the Japanese surrendered to in Tokyo Bay in 45. And they signed the paperwork.
The treaty on that ship.
On that ship.
In Tokyo Bay. That is insane to think of a ship to survive a kamikaze attack.
Yeah, and then not only that, after that, survived 2 other wars.
Yes.
It's a hell of a ship.
Hell of a crew,
And it's still floating because it's in a museum and...
Hell of a job by those men working on that boat as well, you gotta say. Thank you.
For our men and women in the service.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, allies.
Yes.
Rest in peace, grandpas.
But
that's our day in history.
Want to talk a little about Springsteen?
I do.
That's him.
You mentioned surrender. Never surrender. Those are the words of the boss. In Springsteen news of the day.
Yes, this day in Bruce Springsteen history.
Yes, 1981, the River Tour, Ames, Iowa, the Hilton Coliseum.
Yep.
Bruce Springsteen rocked the socks off of all those people from Iowa.
They were probably in sandals.
No, not at a Springsteen concert. you wear boots or Chuck Taylors and you wear your blue jeans. And that's it.
True, boots, yep. You got me there.
It's an amazing album. If you never listen to Springsteen, The River could be a good album. One, you get your bang for your buck. It's a double album.
Yep.
And
20th anniversary. My friend went to it.
I was at the 20th anniversary. I went to three different shows. I traveled to see him. Like, me and my brother hopped in the car one day and just went to Pennsylvania.
I remember you telling me road trip.
That's right, little road trip. Impromptu. Just stayed up all night like, fuck it, let's buy tickets online and just drive.
Let's go.
And then we did. And then, of course, he comes to Foxborough then like 2 weeks later.
Of course. Did you go again?
I went twice. I went to the Saturday and Sunday show, and I bought a bunch of swag, Liz. I bought hats. I bought sunglasses. I bought T-shirts. I bought
his underwear.
Everything. If I could have got it, I would. I fought a bunch of 40-year-old women to get close to him. I got this close to the boss.
He was
this close.
This close.
He almost touched me.
I can almost smell him.
I held a sign up and he looked at it. He didn't perform my encore, but he read it.
He read it. I know he did.
Yeah, in my heart of hearts, I know the boss read my sign.
Do you want to say, what was your favorite concert you've gone to of his?
Of the boss's?
Yes.
It was probably actually the Pennsylvania show, because one, The River's a great album. Mm-hmm. He played a lot of like deep cuts that like I didn't think he was gonna play.
Where was it exactly? Was it in like a?
It was in a college town, and it was in like a domed auditorium at like some.
Auditorium, interesting.
Yeah, so
enough room. Did they make a dance floor? Were you sitting?
It was fucking huge. Then the only problem is nowadays like Ticketmaster like fucks everyone, like they do like a general admission.
Yep.
And instead of having seats, it's like they have one big open floor, and like the minute they open the doors, everyone general admission bum rushes you in, and you get as close as you can. But it was cool because they had like a stage that kind of came out and like that kind of teed off, so he could walk around and like you could get a good look at him. And like I immediately like separated from my brother and his girlfriend. I pushed him out of the way. I'm like, let them get trampled, and I darted to the front.
As long as I get to.
As long as I
inch closer to
can get close to the boss.
Man Springsteen.
The boss. Maybe he should have been Nerd Crush of the Week.
Yeah, I think, possibly. Well,
I don't know. Jess has prettier eyes.
Yeah, she got him on that account. That's
but I feel like Springsteen would write me some tender love songs.
Yeah. Sing you to sleep. Coddle you.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know if his wife Patty would like that, though.
Yeah, she might get a little jealous.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Some shout-outs. I want to shout out my man Star Wars Theory again. Keep doing your thing. You're awesome. Don't let all these people get to you, man. You're great at what you do.
You are badass.
Keep doing your thing, man.
And I kind of want that like dark saber lamp that he kept talking about.
Yeah.
That was a cool little review. He's like, it's cheap plastic, but I like it. And I'm like, so do I. Where do I get one?
I want one.
I want one too.
Can you send me one, man?
Please. Love you, Star Wars Theory. Yeah. Anyone else?
How about Nerd Theory Live?
Nerd Theory, alright.
Them two do a podcast together every Monday. It's awesome. I watch every Monday.
And they work good in tandem like we do.
And I hope they continue, as we will continue too for our fans.
Forever.
We're continuing to grow, by the way. So
Forever. What the hell are we talking about?
Shoutouts. Your turn.
Shoutouts.
I got my two.
All right, well, you know how I am. I'm on Patreon with a few people. Eventually, we'll be on Patreon if you guys like us, though.
Yeah,
please like us.
Enough, yes.
Please, we
yeah.
just love us, damn it, love us.
We like doing this.
We do.
Enjoy it.
So I got a few people on Patreon, but I'll just stick to 2 today because you stuck to 2. Mm-hmm. But Brennan Tenold, keep riffing these movies.
That's his shtick. And
at the end of his show, our name pops up. SmartAssPodCast. So we're getting a little publicity for ourselves, but I'm also supporting like a real good content creator. I think you'd like him. He's a very snarky Canadian guy that just makes in front of shitty movies.
I like it. It's Theory's, Star Wars Theory's another fellow Canadian.
Yeah, but he's not as snarky. He's like a lot more nice, like a traditional Canadian.
Don't want to get on his bad side. Like mostly everyone. You don't want to push someone that far.
That's true. But I never knew. Like every time I've been to Canada, they've been so nice, so pleasant.
Yeah.
Hey. I mean, like you're talking hockey, eh?
I've always wanted to go to Niagara Falls.
We'll go eventually. You gotta get your passport first. That's the problem.
I know.
And this whole, you know that
doesn't
thing.
help with the thing.
That we can't say because YouTube's gonna like destroy us if we do.
Yes,
that thing. We're gonna put that other thing up here.
The notorious thing.
So you know what the thing we're talking about. If you don't, then something's wrong with you.
Where are you living?
Under a rock on Mars.
Literally.
With my fingers in my ears. But
my head's on the ground.
But eventually we'll go to Niagara Falls. We'll travel Canada. Go on a little road trip once things get back to normal. Yeah, maybe we'll run into Brennan Tenold.
You never know.
Who knows? And
who is Brennan Tenold?
The snarky Canadian that rips the movies.
Canadian.
I think you would like him. He's an asshole like I am. And he watches like bad horror movies and crap like I do. But he presents them on YouTube.
I would check it out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Can you name a movie off the top of your head that he's done?
Yeah, The Dog Soldiers.
Oh.
Friggin'.
I've seen that one. That's a good one.
That's a great movie.
I recommend that one.
Highly recommend that movie. He's done a whole bunch of...
The Guyver too. What's his name? Sir Devos. Sir Devos Seaworth.
Well, now I'm having flashbacks to the crappy reboot of Hellboy. But I love Neil Marshall. He's a great director. Like I said when I was bitching about Hellboy.
We're back. Flashbacks.
I'm having war flashbacks.
Yep.
I was on the USS Missouri. Neil Marshall directed Dog Soldiers. It was phenomenal. Yeah, the Onion Knight was in it, and then he ended up working on Game of Thrones. He directed like every big battle scene, like Battle of the Bastards and all that stuff. That was Neil Marshall. Then they let him make Hellboy, and I don't know if he didn't know the material or it was just didn't have enough time or money.
Something. That movie was awful.
It was terrible. The CG wasn't even finished. It was worse than Cats.
Won't even give it a chance.
Yeah.
After I seen the trailer, I was like, "What is this?"
And then also no matter what kind of director you are, how good you are, if you come after Guillermo del Toro, you have big fucking shoes to fill.
Good luck.
Exactly.
Good luck.
But yeah, that was one of the many movies that he reviewed, and I'd like to get him to review a couple movies for me, just so I can.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. He reviewed both Guyver movies. That was fucking phenomenal because I love those movies.
I haven't seen those either.
We're gonna watch them. Every movie that I watched while you were playing sports, I will make you watch. I'll make you catch up and be as nerdy as I am.
One day I will get there.
One day,
and there's so many movies. You can only watch so many at a time.
You're gonna watch at least one a day, like I do. At least one a day.
Yep.
Ah, man. Oh, and I also want to shout out. Speaking of Patreon and whatnot. One of the other reasons that we got into podcasting, or at least on my end, Epic Film Guys. I love these guys. They're great. These guys are really cool. They're really down to earth. They'll actually talk to you on social media, which is really nice.
Yeah. Not many people do that. I know there's a lot of fans out there for certain groups, but it's hard to. But it's always good to give back to the fans.
Exactly, and they just started like another separate pod, strictly doing De Palma movies, so that's going to be interesting. The Palma cast, so that should be funny. But beyond that, they're also big Jaws fans. Remember I sent them that case of retro Narragansett cans?
Narragansett.
The kid crush them like Quint cans.
Yep. Jaws.
I'll put that gif right here somewhere. Just Quint and Matt Hooper crushing shit while Brody smokes a cigarette.
Delicious. I love Narragansett.
They are good beers, and it's a good beach.
Yeah. Good beach.
Yeah, beach is right there. Well, at least we'll fix it in post.
Yeah. About a half hour. Close enough.
Yeah. On that note, Anything else this week you want to mention before we start rolling and wrapping things
call
up?
It a day.
Call it a day, call it a night, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. What's going on in the world today?
Well, not that thing that we can't talk about.
What's going
what else?
on? Let's see.
I can't.
What about
I got nothing.
What about Halloween 3? Don't you want to check that out for next time?
That's right. What I say, after episode 3, we're going to start a little review segment ourselves. Mm-hmm. So, Brendan Dennell, look out. He did a really, really good, in-depth, not only funny, but very fucking informative, like, Halloween 3 retrospective, and it was phenomenal.
Yes.
So, if he can do it, and Dr. Wolfula can do it, I know I'm throwing more shout-outs out there. Love you, Dr. Wolfula.
Dr. Wolfula.
Oh, he's a bastard. I love him. Oh, he's great. But yeah, we're going to watch Halloween 3. Actually, you know what?
I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, you will. I've seen it a million times. He hasn't seen it at all. People have told him to avoid it his whole life, and I'm like, no. I love Michael Myers as much as the next guy, but part 3 is phenomenal, and Tom Atkins' mustache alone.
I know it wasn't the best story, a little off topic, but I kind of liked the Rob Zombie Halloweens. They were bloody. I feel like gory. They were pretty good thrillers.
First one
wasn't the best. But...
First one was good. The second one, I was like, what the fuck's happening?
I know, the ending scene, I was like, what is going on?
But I like Rob Zombie, so I can't hate on him too much. But
House of 1,000 Corpses.
Yeah, and like all of the Firefly family,
so many.
Firefly family, and all that. But yeah, so I can't hate on him too much. No. But
so he's a non-character.
No, he's Rob Zombie.
Yes,
he's been Rob Zombie for longer than we've been born.
Yeah, he's doing well being him. So
being himself.
Keep on doing it, buddy.
Just keep on trucking, Rob.
Yeah.
We won't hate on you too much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, H2 wasn't that great, but we still love you.
Yeah.
Guess we're shouting out Rob Zombie now. Play Astro Creep and get the hell off the stage. Shit. But yeah, Halloween 3, a retrospective, or a review, or a riff, or
the
commentary.
Halloween without Michael Myers.
Yeah, that's very true. You know what?
There is no Halloween without Michael
Myers. Yeah, I think that's true too. Well, technically. Anyway, wait till we watch the movie,
all right,
which I think we're gonna do right after this.
Yes.
So I don't know. Is there anything else you want to mention before we head out of here for the night? We escape just like Snake Plissken from New York City, and then also from LA. Another movie we'll probably get to.
I do want to mention. Last week I mentioned it, and the week before, episode 3 now. Tom Brady's on to the Super Bowl with his new team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Tom Brady rant. Here we go.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Brady rant. 7 rings, bitches.
Which in my ears means not the fucking Patriots.
Not the
you traitor.
Patriots.
He breaks my heart.
Bill Belichick deserves all of this, 100%.
You leave the best coach in the league out of this.
He had it coming. He's a great coach. What? Grumpy old man.
He is, but Tom Brady's also like, ooh, I'm going to do my yoga, and I'm going to have my own private, fucking chef, and here's my fancy little cookbook.
That's quarterbacks for you, though. I feel like most of them are prima donnas.
Oh, 100% prima donnas.
But that's okay. He went to Tampa, had one of the best years of his career. Statistically wise, played well in the playoffs, and now he's back where he wanted to be. He said last year at the Super Bowl, "I will not be here in this suit again, in this jacket.
I'm gonna be kissing myself on the lips.
I'm gonna be on this field playing." And now he's playing against the next great thing in Patrick Mahomes, what everyone's saying.
The next best thing.
Yes, but.
It wasn't the kid like 5 or 6 when Brady did his
first one, yeah, something like that. It's like everyone now when he's
that's true. He's
the old man of the league.
He is the old man of the league. Like he's almost Belichick's age. He's closer in age to Belichick than the rest of the players. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it.
You can almost say he's the coach of the Buccaneers. Oh, it's a little disrespectful to Bruce Arians, but
oh well.
I feel like the players might respect him.
Listen, if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have got Gronk, and
6.
They wouldn't have caught up as fast as they did.
6 wins, now his 10th appearance, could possibly be 7. How is that even possible? How does someone even accomplish that, especially at his age?
And the lucky son of a bitch doesn't have to travel that far for the Super Bowl.
And he gets to play in, he doesn't have to go anywhere. Just roll out of bed and he gets there.
And he's there.
That man's amazing.
But he broke my heart.
He beat Aaron Rodgers. Everyone calls him the GOAT as well. The Cheesehead went home.
The Cheesehead.
Retired Drew Brees beat friggin' Heineke. The Washington football team. No more Redskins, everybody.
And we'll leave it at that, so YouTube doesn't yell at us.
No more skins, and gentlemen. It is the football team. Football team.
Which I think he's really just doing it to be an ass, but we'll leave it at that. Speaking of asses, Tom Brady, he's an ass. He left us.
Yes.
Oh.
Back in the Super Bowl once again, and I know they're not favored to win, but I think he's taking this one home, and he'll be coming back next year to try to do the same thing once again.
And you think the rumors
Shove
are
it
true?
down Belichick's throat.
And you think if the rumors are true, he's going to start trying to bring other like Pats over there too?
It wouldn't surprise me if Edelman, James White, more to come.
And then
even Gilmore, they could even trade for Gilmore. I feel like they have more loyalty to
the fucking
Brady at this point.
Yeah, the Pats have more traitors than fucking the Revolutionary War, actual Patriots.
I mean, they were leaking stuff out for a few years, even before Brady left. They're saying they could win with any quarterback, this and that, and then they bring Cam Newton and look what they did.
But I really just think that was just him and Belichick butting heads all the time. They were always butting heads. But yeah,
they won a lot together. They accomplished a lot together, but
yeah, Cam Newton can't do anything but wear a hat with a feather in it.
It's a nice hat.
I guess. He's a Yankee Doodle. Just stuck a feather in his head and called it macaroni.
At least he did something well this year. He dressed well.
He didn't win any games, but he dressed very well.
About 3 or 4 games he blew, fumbling it, doing something, being a knucklehead, throwing a pick.
Meanwhile, a middle-aged man with receding hair goes to the Bucks and still wins. What happened?
With his Brazilian supermodel wife, his family, he even brings Gronk with him.
He does. You think he kisses Gronk on the lips, too?
He tucks him in at night, at least.
He definitely does that, meathead.
Gives him his teddy bear. Good night, Gronky.
Gronk smash.
I want to get Gronked.
Oh, Gronk. He's like 69?
His favorite number. But yeah, he came back. He produced well, and I'm happy for the both of them. I'm very excited. I can't wait for this game. Let's go Bucks. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa, not Tampa. Tampa.
Tom Brady, Tampa Bay.
All right, my rant's done. The annoying Tom Brady fan is done for the night.
And the Pats fan is just brokenhearted.
I still love my Patriots, but Tom Brady's always comes first.
Where were you when Bledsoe was the QB? You're like, fuck him.
Exactly. I was nowhere to be found.
He's like, I was a child, damn it.
Yep.
No one cared.
Literally. Cared about other things. Go running around in a circle. Ride my bike.
Running around in a circle. Running around, making horse noises, just going in a circle.
Doing what kids do.
Yeah.
Follow that butterfly, whatever.
Pretending you were a ninja in the bushes. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, climbing a tree.
The damn Naruto headband on like a jackass.
All types of things. Oh, jeez.
I'm building a time machine. I say this every week, I think. Going back. I am going back. I'm getting out of here.
Going back and backhand yourself. Why'd you do that? Bad.
No, I'm going to go back there and help him. Like, better aim. Bad. Throwing like shuriken and kunai at my brother.
He wants to disable your brother?
A little bit. Little bit.
Oh.
Either that or go back and disable Brady so he can't go to the Bucks. And on that note...
You must... On that note... That's about it.
I think he's right.
That's about it.
So we're going to have to say goodnight to Tom Brady.
Good night, Tom Brady. I feel a lot better getting it off my chest. I wanted to get that rant out. I am so tired of people doubting that man.
It's alright. I ranted about Springsteen, then I bitched about the Hellboy movie again.
After all he's done, people still doubt him. It's just very annoying. I'm sure that's why he continues to be great. Just fuel to the fire. Fuel to the fire. On that note, let's go fire up that Blu-ray player and watch Halloween 3. Well, he's going to watch it, and we're going to review it. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chris. This is Wookie Wang.
And this has been the Smart Ass Podcast.
And please...
recycle.
recycle, like,
share, subscribe, and try to ring that little notification bell down there.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell way it is. Just ding it for us.
Right there.
For me, for him, for Tom fucking Brady.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
No thumbs down. We don't want that.
No thumbs down. Thumbs down's bad.
No, please don't.
Anyway,
Good day.
episode 3 has been wrapped up. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Tom Brady.
Thomas. Delicious.